What's up, gangos? How you been? I've been chilling. I wanna make this video. I just want for like specifically for the guys who want to start going to the gym and like they wanna. If you're a guy like me who focuses more on aesthetics rather than strength, because personally I don't think strength is very useful. It like if you're not gonna be a power lifter or a weightlifter, it's like what the fuck are you really getting strong for? So you can carry grocery bags? Like I can carry grocery bags too. Nonetheless, I think the best thing for you to do is become aesthetic in the gym, and there's a certain way you have to train for that. And like, you know, people who like train for strength, they gotta like deadlift and bench press, and they gotta put their like, I don't even know what, I don't strength train that at all, if I'm being honest. And they gotta bench press, but they're putting their body under a lot of tension. They need lots of recovery, and really it's not even for function. Like, what are you really trying to get strong for? Unless you're trying to be a power lifter or like a whatever, right? If you train for aesthetics, I think it's a lot more applicable. Not only do you not look like weird and brolic or whatever, but like, you know, you look good, you feel good, you get more attention from women, even guys. You look like, for me, there are some guys who are fucking like 5 times stronger than me, and they don't even look half my size, right? Because if you train for aesthetics, you train for a certain way that allows your muscles to shape out in a way where they look aesthetic. Where guys who train for strength, I think they train in a way where they're just increasing weight so much that they're not really focusing on form, but they're trying to see how much weight they can push. So that, because if they're training for strength, they obviously want to get stronger every single time. So if you keep training for higher and higher weight, you're never going to get those like really good contractions to really shape out your muscles. Nonetheless, right, if you're training for aesthetics, I'm going to tell you the keys right now. What you want to do is first focus on your back, right? You want that Dorito tapered look. Work on your lats, right? Really figure out how to do lat pull downs, do lots of pull-ups. And once you like, it's gonna take you a while to figure out how to like get the proper contractions. Watch as much videos as you can to get that big back look, right? You get the Dorito tapered look, right? One of the biggest points of like having an aesthetic physique is to make it look like you have a small waist, but genetically you cannot modify your waist, right? So, but you can create an illusion. And like, people tell me I have a small waist. I do not have a small waist. I just created the illusion that I do, right? Maybe I'll show a picture or something, right? But so first you want to create a big back, right? So the back gives you this tapered look because your lats will get spread out like this, right? And that, again, if your lats are up here and your waist is over here, obviously it creates that look, and that's what makes your waist look small, right? Then you want big rounded shoulders. That takes a long time to make, right? But you just need to work on, first do lateral raises, these, and then eventually start doing front raises and rear delt stuff. Rear delt really rounds it out so well, and I didn't do rear delts until very recent, but shoulders are relatively small, so I guess you can get them done pretty quickly in terms of gym, like quickly meaning like 3 months or whatever, right? But yeah, you get rounded delts, get your back, and you want to get a big chest, right? I had saggy moves, and so I used to work chest out more than anything, but I trained my chest completely wrong, right? I just didn't know the form for it or whatever. But even though I trained it wrong, my chest still became relatively big, and now I'm working on the details of the lower part of my chest, and it's actually working. Nonetheless, all you really need to do is, if you can bench press, if you have like the machine at your gym. If you don't, you can just focus on dumbbell press, you know, a dumbbell on a bench, and just focus on like, I don't know what your bench will look like, but do flat, do one level above that and one level above that. And you should more so focus on the incline rather than the flat, because the incline gives you the top part and it creates like a shell for like, I can do like, I don't know if I can do it right now, but you see, like I can fucking hold for a little bit of time, whatever, right? If I had a bigger chest, I would be able to hold it there, but that's like a good way to measure. Like, you can flex your chest to make it feel like the top part's bigger. Nonetheless, right? So once you get that big chest and big back and your big shoulders, it creates a complete perfect illusion that you have a small waist. So people tell me I have a small waist, and I'm like, you don't know nothing, right? My waist is like 34. It's huge, right? And like, that's why I hold a lot of my fat. But because I have my shoulders are wide, my chest is big, and my back is big, it creates this illusion, right? And if you want to, right, I do not suggest training arms intensely. I don't do that. And I know other aesthetic guys who purposely avoid training arms, because not only do you like, you don't want those like that big like arm look where you're like walking around like this or whatever. It's like, train your arms a decent amount where you have like a decent peak or whatever. And then like for your triceps are 2/3 of your arm. And I feel like this part does look aesthetic, but I kind of avoid training triceps because I used to train it a lot, and it made my arm look fucking huge. All my shirts were too tight. It just made me look like I walked around with this. It was bad, but train your forearms. Forearms are very important for aesthetic. But again, these are all just details. If you just want the key to aesthetics, you just train your back, chest, and then shoulders, right? To get that illusion look, the Dorito look. And then after you do that, right, you want to train your quads mainly and then your hams. This will give you, instead of just a Dorito look, you'll have an X look, right? Because now if your back makes your waist look small and then your legs are just big enough, like don't get a big leg look. That's weird. I don't want that either. I just want, my legs are naturally big because I'm fat. I used to be fat and I do a lot of cardio, so, but I have like thick thighs or whatever, right? Maybe I'll show a picture. But I just want my legs to be lean enough to have like striations because those look fucking cool. Like if you ever look up someone like who's like very lean, their legs, where they have like, it looks like lines in their fucking legs, those are called striations, right? Or it's like showing their like insertions of their bones in or whatever. If I can get that, that's what I want. And it'll just make my legs not be so fat, so maybe pants will fit me better. But nonetheless, if you can get your thighs, your quads and hams big enough, it'll make your waist look even smaller because they'll be wider than your thing. And then you get the X look rather than the Dorito look. Right now I'm at the Dorito look. I don't have the X look yet, but that's what I'm working on. I actually started training legs recently. And it's like, it's not that bad. Like training legs apparently gives you more testosterone. Whether it's a myth or not, I don't know. I kind of do believe it does. Train legs if you want the X look especially, but that's all you need to know for the key aesthetics. Focus on back, chest, shoulders when you can. Your arms don't matter as much. Forearms just look cool if you want, and then focus on your quads and hams once you finish all of this, the top part, and then just get yourself the X look, and then you'll look fucking cool all the time. You'll have a beach body look. You look like you're a Hollywood star or whatever the fuck you want to do it for. Nonetheless, work out, go to the gym. We're all gonna fucking win. See you on the other side, gangos.